We just woke up here on the island of Sumatra, the largest and northernmost island here in all of Indonesia, a place where you can find orangutans, elephants, rhinos, even tigers and leopards out in the wild. We are preparing right now to head out on a 2-day trek into the jungle with a guide. Just Ryan and I and our guide to stay overnight in these jungles. And Ryan keeps talking about videos of tigers eating people. So I think first we need to have breakfast before we become breakfast. We came down to the main hut to eat breakfast, and there's a mama and a baby orangutan in the trees. Oh, it's a baby!
This is so cool.
This is gonna be good.
That was amazing. This morning, literally just outside our door, and there's a wild orangutan with its baby. So back in the 80s, this used to be a rehabilitation center for orangutan. But then they were deemed all rehabilitated and released. The center was closed down and now they're wild. But they're still used to being around people and in this area. So that's why they're so abundant around here. And they're not really afraid of anyone. Usually they're way up in a tree and they're very shy. But these ones, they're not. There are issues with that. Getting them too used to being around people is probably not good for them. It's not their natural habitat.
It's an orangutan with a baby. It's right there.
That's the trail we're going down.
The mother and a baby orangutan just walked 10 feet right in front of us.
Yeah, straight through camp. They've been here all morning. There's mango trees they're climbing up.
And the oldest baby already has a baby, so she already...
Oh, she is a grandma.
And the baby, when they born in the jungle, they not automatically become wild because
Yeah.
they copy at least 85% from the mother. 4 or 5 generations become wild.
Yeah. Oh, look at the baby. Because this was a rehabilitation center, a lot of the orangutans that were in the rehabilitation center and are now wild, I think she'd be one of them because our guide said that she's already had 3 babies, which means she'd be old enough to have been in the rehabilitation center. And she could disappear into the jungle at any time, but she's just been following along the trail that everyone's walking on. I think she just likes the people. Maybe she's showing off her baby.
But when the heavy raining, so they just pick the lip and put in the head. They just protect the face, yeah, because they flat nose, they don't want water come. Yeah. Actually, the body or the hair is waterproof. It's the hair is oily, the water just slide down.
When it's raining, they just put a leaf on their head. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
We left the orangutan at the entrance to the national park and started into the jungle on our hike to camp. It wasn't long before we came across a huge termite nest in a tree.
Down here.
Yeah.
And then they make a tunnel and go up.
Yeah, so they eat the wood. Every time you see the tree fall down, big hole, that's the termites. And the termite is very important for the jungle to make the compost. When they kill the one tree, they make compost, they grow 100 new trees.
Wow.
It's like a recycling.
We heard a bird earlier making noise. This is the bird.
This is a male great Argus pheasant, one of the largest pheasant in the world. They mate for life and court a female with an elaborate dance with a pattern of feathers fanned out appearing like hundreds of eyes. This is actually where it gets its name, after Argus, the 100-eyed giant in Greek mythology. They only exist in the wild in Sumatra, Borneo, and the Malay Peninsula.
Time for the fruit break.
Some passion fruit, pineapples, bananas. It wasn't a peacock, it was something else, right?
Yeah, great Argus peasants.
Looked like a peacock, kind of.
We call it Sumatran peacock.
Sumatran peacock. We're done with lunch, time to keep going.
Just like Borneo, the jungles of Sumatra are crawling with leeches, looking to grab onto passing animals or hikers so that they can drink their blood. We tuck our pants into our socks to try and prevent them from biting us.
The hike itself hasn't been too hard, but the heat is hot. I think Ryan's struggling with it a little bit, though he won't admit it.
All right. I'm struggling with the heat and the humidity. I'm not used to this. And with the pack on, it's
Did you pack too much?
No, I didn't pack too much.
Is your pack too heavy?
No, it's not.
Last night I was like, your pack's gonna be heavy. Like, pack super, super light.
I packed as light as I could with clothes. Everything else is camera and
You
charger.
have a roll of tape in there.
I forgot about that. I meant to take that out. That's the only thing that is not supposed to be in there.
I was looking forward to some of my first authentic Indonesian food for lunch.
You haven't had nasi goreng yet in Indonesia?
No, first time.
Indo is the best nasi. Nasi goreng and mie goreng. I don't know if I'm not hungry or I'm just hot, so I don't feel hungry. Terima kasih.
That was really good. It's like fried rice, but
Yeah, it's nasi goreng. Nasi is rice, goreng is fried. It's 1 o'clock. We started at 10, 3 hours in. No, you're okay. Now you're in the vlog. The hike's pretty secluded for the most part, but you do run into other people. When you do the overnight hikes, you get like further away from the day hikers. Because that's who we saw, the people just doing like smaller hikes for the day. And then after maybe an hour or so of hiking, you've passed all of the people that aren't staying the night in the jungle.
and all the people just chasing the orangutan.
I felt bad.
I did too.
I was like, I don't like this.
That's why we moved on, but then it came up again behind us.
Yeah, we moved on because the people were just crowding the orangutan. She was following the path, and then when I learned more about like the rehabilitation center that used to be here and where those orangutans were taken from, which they were taken from people's homes in the villages that had them as pets, they were brought to the rehabilitation center. Then when they were considered rehabilitated, they closed the rehabilitation center and they just became like wild or semi-wild orangutans. Female orangutan that was following us, or just walking pretty much along the trail with her baby. She was one of those orangutans.
Yeah.
She was free to disappear into the wild at any point. I think she just kind of probably likes the human interaction because she's used to it her whole life.
We were talking with our guide earlier. He says in the national park there's 100 Sumatran tigers out of 300 total in the whole island.
And during COVID, they were coming out of the jungle and onto the pass and into the villages, and they kept eating the villagers' cattle. But since the park's back open and there's tourists coming back in, they've kind of moved further into the jungle because
They're afraid of humans
they're
most
afraid.
of the time.
Or yeah, they're afraid of us. So they've gone deeper into the jungle to avoid the humans. Though he did say on just a day hike, they saw tiger prints. And Ryan keeps watching videos of people getting like taken out by tigers. So
That was in India.
no tigers so far.
None.
How would you feel if you saw tiger prints?
Look at which way they were going. Go the other way.
Tigers, tree tigers.
Tree tigers.
Yeah, they're a cousin of the drop bear.
Oh yeah. That was a good lunch. I didn't think I was hungry, and then I ate the whole thing.
I did the same thing. So it turns out we were hungry. We were just hot. We didn't feel hungry.
I think we're hiking for 3 more hours to a camp by a river. That's about all I know. And we're gonna sleep there at night, and then get up in the morning and hike again to another river tomorrow.
Tube down, back.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the plan. It's to tube back down the river to our accommodation. I was not feeling well this morning. Oh my god.
He was on the toilet when we were trying to leave.
I was on the toilet like 4 times this morning. First, I was like, okay, it's time to go to breakfast, but I have a really bad pain in my stomach. Let me go to the toilet. Nothing. Ordering breakfast, and I was like, and we looked, and the orangutan showed up.
Yeah,
like,
we were
oh my God.
watching the mom orangutan.
And I
and
turned
all
to
of a sudden
Britt.
he goes,
I have to go
now.
hold this, and I ran away. I was worried all morning.
You're not out of the woods yet. Literally, we're still in the woods. Get my pun? You spotted one. An elusive wild lion sliding through the jungle.
Graceful like a goose. Oh, that's deep. Oh, I'm sweating. That's no joke. Whew. Look at the sweat dripping off my face. That is tough, especially in this heat and this humidity.
I think part of the struggle, at least for me, is I don't know how much further we have. So like I can't do that like internal pep talk where it's like it's only a little bit more. Like it could be 5 steps ahead or it could be 100 more steps. Like I don't know.
You can't see the top of the hill. Like
Yeah.
it's just trees everywhere. All right, let's keep going. I think we're on the top of this ridge.
That looks like orangutan country out there.
This was incredible, looking out over the vast jungle beneath us with no sign of civilization around for miles. But we couldn't stay to enjoy the view for too long. We still had a long way to go to get to camp.
We just saw a Thomas leaf monkey in the tree. That's a monkey we've never seen before, and they're only here in Sumatra.
New monkey, new monkey.
New monkey.
New monkey, new monkey. We've passed the hardest part of the trail. From here to camp, our guide said it's mostly downhill, and so far, it's been on a very neatly cut path.
It gets even hotter down here when we come down into the valleys because there's no wind. Up on top of the hilltops, there's at least a little breeze pushing through, cooling off. But we should be almost at the camp by now. Can't wait to jump in that river and take a swim.
We've made it into camp. I see it.
So 5 minutes up the river and cross the water.
If you have a sandal, you can use the sandal.
Okay.
Dip like this.
Oh,
Okay, we'll put the
Sandal.
sandals. Nice on the feet. Oh, that feels so good. After being stuck in boots all day and sweating.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Ryan, are you loving this?
I'm loving this. This is amazing. The middle of the jungle, hiking up a river.
We've made it to our spot in the jungle. And it is like the furthest back camp ever. We're away from everybody else because we passed quite a bit of people when we came in. And I was like, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought. But then we kept walking and walking and walking down the river. And then it's our own little piece of paradise. And they already have dinner cooking. And we got our bed in here, which I'm pretty sure that's our bed.
Nice mosquito net.
Nice mosquito net. And we can go ahead and go swimming in the water.
Yeah, I think.
And I'm hot and I want to go swimming in the water. Let's get our bathing suits on.
Oh yeah.
Got dirt on your nose.
I have dirt on a lot of places. I feel so much better now after taking a swim.
I was a little bit of a baby getting in. It's cold water, but it was good.
It was really, really good.
Now we just hang out.
Yeah, read my book, drink some tea, have some cookies, have some fruit, enjoy the surroundings.
And be in the jungle. We're only doing one night, but you can do however many nights you want. And I think what you do is you get to the camp on the first day, and then you go out on like different hikes every day. Because there's something
different directions. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
11 different hikes, I think.
Yeah, so you do different hikes every day, which is really cool. We were literally in the water being like, we only booked one night.
Should we change it?
Should we change to 2?
I love this. I would go and move into a cabin in the woods tomorrow.
And this is chicken rendang. It's potato cake or crocodile. This soya bean and tofu sambal, but it's the western spicy. It's not Indian. And this unshelled fish with peanut sambal.
Yum.
But this is more spicy, like Indonesian spicy.
Indonesian spicy,
You can have
not Western spicy.
try a little bit, but this one is western spicy.
So not really spicy at all.
I'm really excited.
Me too. You cook it all here.
Wow.
Kalau tidak, ini baru sembuh.
That is good and spicy. The Indonesian spicy. What are these, potato cakes?
Yes.
Potato cake
with egg.
with egg? Oh, those are good. I
so much
am
food.
so full.
Did you have a good day?
Oh, fantastic day.
Me too.
Yeah, it's secondhand fun. Climbing up those hills. You're struggling at the moment, but afterwards you look back and like, that was really, really fun.
What was your favorite piece of today?
I think waking up and having an orangutan and a baby like right outside our door.
Same. And then swimming in the river.
Swimming in the river was really, really nice and very refreshing, and it's nice to be clean now.
Do you hear that though? All the critters. It's loud.
It's really loud.
It's loud in the jungle.
they go silent all of a sudden, that means there's trouble. It means there's a tiger.
It doesn't mean there's a tiger.
There could be one watching me right now. But after that dinner, I look like a stuffed pig. So I look like a tasty snack for a tiger, I think.
Did you hear what he said? So there was during COVID, because like there was no tourists here, so there wasn't people walking through the jungle every day, the tigers like came in closer. Some of the farmers keep their cows like at the edge of the jungle. So the tiger came in, killed a cow, came in, killed another cow. But the tiger came in the one time and just slaughtered a bunch of cows, like didn't eat them.
No, he's playing.
He was just playing. The tigers went back deeper in the jungle now that tourists are back. That means like us being here affects the environment, whether we're actively doing anything or not. Just like our presence throws it off.
Well, I'm sure there's a balance, because think about it like this. If people don't come here, the tourism dies, their income dies, the local people.
Yeah.
And then they have no incentive to preserve the national parks.
They
The
would
government
just go
could
in
potentially
and
open it up to plantations or anything else. If
True.
there's no money to be made out of it,
Or they
that
would-
could potentially happen. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it would, but it could.
It could turn into...
And then it could be even worse.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too bad. There's probably in total 20 people camped out here in the whole length of this river that we
Yeah.
saw.
Like-
If it was a case of like 400 people showed up and camped overnight, then it's a different story.
This morning was a little unnerving though, because the people were just like surrounding this mother orangutan, which was a lot.
There was people in front, there was people behind, and I was like to Britt, come on, let's not just be standing here in a group with everyone else and taking pictures and all. Like, we've seen it, let's go.
Yeah.
Let it go and live its life to its thing. You know?
Yeah. And I agree with that. I think we're about to head in to our bed for the night.
It's the middle of the night, and I need to use the bathroom. Here's the situation. Lovely. Oh, there was a huge spider there earlier, and now he's gone. That's reassuring. It's just a toilet in the bush. That's for water, for flushing. That's the toilet. Don't know where it goes, but it goes somewhere. Okay. Back in the room. Didn't get eaten by a tiger.
Good morning.
It's the next morning.
We slept for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So it's like 8:30. We're supposed to start off at 9:30 hiking. So we gotta get up and get some breakfast.
Yeah. And
Pack up and go.
pack up all our stuff. It's time for breakfast and coffee. I know we slept for 12 hours, but I could sleep for more. I'm so tired. I don't know why. We got bananas and cookies, or fried bananas.
Like plantain chips. What's your favorite? The passion fruit? Mine's the bananas. These little ones, they're so flavorful here compared to in America and Europe. Huge difference. That's weird here in the jungle when you hang your clothes up. Even if it's dry when you hang it up, when you come back to get it, it's gonna be damp.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Flower no eat, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Terima kasih.
Change of plans this morning. Britt's not been feeling too well all morning. She's been pretty bad. So we're gonna take an easier route back to the lodge. It's gonna be a 2-hour hike, but there's no tubing at the end. The other one was a 4-hour hike, a much harder hike with a 30-minute tube ride down the river at the end, but I don't think she's gonna be able for it. Our health is the most important thing. It's disappointing, but it's what it is. We're still here in the jungle enjoying ourselves most of the time when we're not, getting sick. I wasn't feeling well yesterday or this morning, to be honest with you. I think I'm still getting over whatever I had. It is definitely the right call.
I don't know what's making me sick.
So we walk,
But it's both
walk
ends.
I can take your
Well, good.
because we're happy for you.
Whew. Throwing up. That's not fun. I don't know, because I don't know if I'm gonna start walking and then start feeling better, or start walking and then start feeling worse. Because right now I feel okay because I just threw up, but I felt okay when I threw up earlier too, and then I got worse again, so I don't think I'm done.
I think this is my favorite part, is crossing the rivers. Getting my feet wet and cold and refreshing. Casually wading through a river with thousands of dollars of camera equipment on my back is a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, but it's feeling worse and worse, I think, as we go.
Nothing's worse than feeling nauseous.
How you feeling, Britt?
Oh, horrible. The only thing giving me any type of momentary relief is the cool water on my feet. I'm so happy that I decided to.
Come this way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I love it, but I hate it right now.
It is really pretty though.
I can't even enjoy it because I feel so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm blaming it on? That questionable food we ate on our drive here.
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
Yeah.
He not only ripped us off, but gave us food poisoning too.
Yeah. Every step is like everything I have.
We finally made it out of the river and back into the thick jungle with another 20 minutes to the border of the national park.
We're out of the national park now, but it's not over yet. We still have a little bit of trekking to do and another river to cross before we're back close to the lodge. And now we're in the open and it's a lot warmer here because there's no trees covering. And we're not in the river no more. But I think I see the river up ahead, the big one. So we have to cross.
It was at this point that Britt really took a turn for the worse and started to fade fast.
Want a drink?
Yeah.
We got to someone's house here and there's motorbikes. So we're gonna take Britt on the motorbike. She's definitely not up for going any further. We're here now where we can get a motorbike. I'll see you in a little while then.
Have a good, nice hike. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
Yeah. I saw a store in the town. I can run for supplies or
I
whatever.
don't need anything. Literally nothing.
Alright.
Just some cold water, but I'll manage that when I get back.
Looks like we're both getting bikes, huh? Alright.
Okay. Get off.
Yeah. So from here we walk to Bungalow about 15 minutes. Yeah?
15 minutes?
Okay, can we rest first?
Yes, of course. Yeah, we have time.
That ride took about an hour off of our hike, so we've only got 15 minutes left. But it's looking worse and worse. Just want to get her back to a bed and a toilet nearby. So she can just sleep it off. And I'll go run into town and get some medicine. But at least we got her out. It'd be a lot worse if you're stuck in the jungle and you're that sick. A lot worse. I'm seriously concerned she's getting worse and worse. It's still like 2 kilometers away from here to the place where we're staying.
We eventually made it to the base of the hill where the lodge was, but now we had a new problem.
Britt is not going to be able to make it up the hill. Like I remember when we went up there the first day, that was a hard climb. Like 10 minutes solid climb up. There's no way she's fit for that today. There's another spot right here. I'm going to ask her about a room for us to stay in tonight instead of having to climb the hill, and then I'll go up and get the rest of our stuff and bring it back down. I'm looking for a room for tonight. Just a private room for 2 people. Whatever's cheaper, whatever's cheaper. If they got a private bathroom? Private bathroom? Okay. So whatever one's cheaper, it does.
Like to want one night?
One night for now. Maybe we extend it. I don't know. We'll see how she feels in the morning.
Okay.
I got a room. All right. Now I get Brittany and take her over there. And that's it for today, I think. I'll make sure she's okay and get her into bed. Brittany's in the shower. I hope she feels a little bit better soon. The guides actually went up to where we left all our luggage and brought them all the way down for us, everything. That's really above and beyond, to be honest with you. I can't thank them enough for that. I can't recommend them enough. We had a great time. And unfortunately, like, Brittany's not feeling well, but they really looked after us, made sure we got her out safely, and even put us on the motorbikes to get like save time. The Orangutan bungalow I would recommend 100% for anyone coming here.
I'm alive.
It's a couple days later. She made it.
It was touch and go there. I might be being dramatic, but it was bad.
I was gonna call a doctor.
Yeah, like I felt so bad. I was like unable to use my words because I had to concentrate on my breathing. So like my body just would hold in out of its ends.
Yeah.
Both ends. It was horrible. It was so bad. I know what it was. It wasn't them. Like it wasn't anything we in camp.
No.
On our ride in, we were hungry, and we stopped at this little like street food
Stall on the side of the road
Side
in
of-
one of the towns on the way here.
Yeah, and this man swindled us. My Bahasa's not good, but like I can order food. And he was like speaking really, really fast and just like rambling all this stuff. And I was like, no, 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 like yes, yes, no. Food comes out and we're like, cool. We got like chicken and rice and we got like chicken soup. And I'm like, and then he comes out with like satay, but not like chicken satay, like little quail eggs with sambal, which is like a thick, spicy hot sauce, and these mussels. And like I ate one, like one little like, because it was a stick of them. I ate one of the sticks and I was like, they don't taste, like nothing tastes wrong. They're just like not piping hot. But I was like, this would probably be fine.
Yeah, it wasn't fine.
It wasn't fine. It was the worst food poisoning I've ever had in my whole life.
Yeah. I was sick that morning before we went into the jungle.
Yeah.
I was going to call off the whole thing, but I was okay after a while. But
Yeah.
I was considering calling off the whole thing or postponing it a day or two.
Because your tummy was off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I woke up that morning in the jungle and like I'd woke up in the middle of the night and my stomach was just like churning. It got worse and worse and worse. Then we had breakfast and I knew it was bad when I like looked at that sandwich. That was like beautiful with like a little flower out of it. And I was like, this is a few days later and like we've literally just like been recovering. Neither one of our stomachs are still right.
Yeah.
My stomach hurts right now, but we must persevere.
Yeah, it's time to move on.
But you're gonna have to wait till next week to see us as we go to look at a volcano and a ghost town and maybe even some hot springs. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next week, we're rangeless. Bye.
Bye.